Bitcoin super cycle just started and altcoins are going to be next here, so that's exactly what we need to discuss within today's update video. We'll discuss a lot more than only that. We'll discuss the most important Bitcoin price data, the latest news hitting the market here, and of course Ethereum and altcoins. So from there guys, make sure to first of all subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube video, and then we can dive into the most important content. Since Bitcoin is making all-time high after all-time high, breaking resistance after resistance here, so this is absolutely insane. Bitcoin is absolutely exploding since the US futures market just opened, so that is indicating that there's currently high interest of the US stock market into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been absolutely exploding since then, breaking above this super important level of resistance, and seems like that now we've officially broken this resistance, and it seems like sky is the limit now for Bitcoin. We haven't seen this for Bitcoin in over 7 years, because this is a 7-yearly resistance line, and Bitcoin is currently aggressively breaking through it, and it doesn't seems like Bitcoin is going to stop anytime soon. Bitcoin is exactly following the global liquidity, catching up with the global liquidity basically, and there's still a high likelihood that Bitcoin is going to follow that global liquidity further to the top side to, for example, that $140,000 price target, which is going to be my ultimate Bitcoin price target for this bull market, because I do think at these targets Bitcoin is going to get a little bit overheated, but currently it's definitely not overheated yet, because the funding rates are still insanely low for Bitcoin, and they aren't on levels we have seen before during this bull market, during major moves to the top side. So I think there's still a lot of room for Bitcoin to move higher, to be following the global liquidity further to the top side, since yes, that most important resistance is broken here. So it's looking absolutely insane for Bitcoin, and all of this is happening while we are still about to get a massive week here, because the US House is going to vote on a Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill. They're also going to vote on the Genius stablecoin bill, so it's going to be an absolutely insane week for crypto regulation, and I ultimately think that it's going to be very bullish for Bitcoin, this new regulation being pushed through in the USA. Also, Michael Saylor is about to buy more Bitcoin today, and it could become quite a big purchase, because the unrealized profit of Saylor is over $30 billion now, and if we're going to see a big buy from Saylor here, maybe it could be driving the Bitcoin price up even further, because hype seems to be entering the market once again. Also today we are going to see new inflows through that spot Bitcoin ETF, and since we have been absolutely smashing all-time highs, I do think we can expect some quite insane ETF inflows, because this uptrend is already going for quite a while here for Bitcoin, for example, and I do think now we are going to see the most insane ETF inflows for Bitcoin and Ethereum probably. So I do think it's going to get much good within crypto. And then let's dive in towards Ethereum, because Ethereum is looking absolutely insane. Definitely once we zoom out a little bit on the chart, we can see also Ethereum is smashing towards the most important resistance levels. Pause at this 0.6.8 Fibonacci level. Once we're going to break that level, I do think we are going to see continuation to that $3,600 level here, basically the 0.8 Fibonacci level, and I do think this could be happening quite soon, because Ethereum is currently lagging behind Bitcoin a little bit, because Bitcoin is smashing all-time high after all-time high, and yeah, Ethereum is of course still trading far below the all-time high and also below the range, which is my conservative target for this bull market. At that $4,000 level, I will be taking most of my profits on my Ethereum spot positions. Yeah, I've been accumulating all the way on this way down here, this ultimate low, this new range low. For me, it doesn't make any sense to be holding much and much longer here. And if you're a little bit more bullish on Ethereum, you can definitely look in towards this bull case, which is laying over $6,000. And then let's discuss the potential of Ethereum here, because Ethereum is currently lagging behind Bitcoin a little bit still. And if you are going to compare the current Ethereum range with this Bitcoin range out of 2024, we can see the absolutely insane potential for Ethereum here. This breakout isn't going to stop here for Ethereum, and I do definitely think once Ethereum is going to initiate those new legs higher towards that $4,000 level, the opportunities on altcoins within the market is going to be absolutely insane here, because altcoins are still lagging behind a little bit, but they're definitely waking up here. So we are moving towards that altcoin season territory here, and that's not the moment where you want to be buying. You want to be buying at the moment where altcoins are confirming that new move higher, which is basically now or just during that Bitcoin season, because from there you can make some absolutely insane profits. And I do think this is going to be a turning point in the market for altcoin season, because all the charts are indicating it. We are breaking out of that Bitcoin season and we are moving towards that altcoin season now, just like we saw during December of 2024. We are entering such a period in the market once again here, so it's going to be super important to stay focused here and to start paying a lot of attention to altcoins, definitely in that Ethereum ecosystem in my opinion. And guys, that was it for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video, and I will see you guys within the next update video tomorrow.
Trading is never as easy, but who say you can't have fun? In every minute you lend, the more you will enjoy. As you grow up in this industry, you will find yourself, and so round yourself with people who will help you to grow up as trader. It's hard in the first place, but I am sure you will be successful. As a trader, always remember trend is your friend.